Hello, everybody. Cal Banyan here. Nope, it's not Cal Banyan's Hypnosis, etc. Today, I've got my clipboard, and I've got some really, really important stuff to let you in on. Oh, guess what? I've been saying it for years and years and years. Let's do great things together. And we're about to do something really, really great together. We're going to have our very first annual, the first ever Five Pathers History Making Symposium. I'll tell you what, it's going to be Saturday, Sunday, October 2nd and 3rd, 2021, here in Dallas. I should have meant to bring my cowboy hat. Maybe I'll bring it to the symposium. If you got one, bring your hat, bring your cowboy boots. We're going to have a really good time. Let me see. 25 years in the making. That's right. This symposium is going to be something. It's 25 years in the making. It's your one and only chance to be at the very first symposium. Yeah, there's going to be more, but only the ones that come to this one will have the bragging rights of having been to every single one. So let me just tell you a little bit about some background on this. Ooh, baby, I'll tell you, when I started in the world of hypnosis as a full-time professional hypnotist, it was the world, the land of confusion. And out of that came Five Path. And Five Path is a system of doing hypnosis and hypnotherapy, but it became more than that. It became a system that developed a community of hypnosis professionals around the world. And you know who you are. You know who we are. We're the Five Pathers. We're among the best hypnotists and hypnotherapists in the world. We have our own language. We have our own understanding of how this works. We help clients when everybody else has failed. So at the urging of the Five Path community, what we did, Maureen and I said, yes. That's one of the most important words to ever say. Yes. Don't know how we're going to do it. Don't know where we're going to do it, but we decided to do it. And we looked into it, did all the research, and we got us a hotel, and we put out the words to everybody in the Five Path community. And a lot of you folks are saying yes. I think yes is one of the most important words you'll ever say. When you're asked, and it's an opportunity, especially one that will never come again, just say yes. All right, let me see. This is our, me, I always check my clipboard because I don't want to leave anything out. This is a Five Pathers conference. Yeah, you might have been to the convention, the National Hypnosis Convention, or any other hypnosis organization, but this is for us, by us. It's going to be our language. It's going to be our people with our leaders, our innovators. And you just want to make sure that you are at our very first Five Pathers Symposium. Now, we've selected a whole list here of people who's going to be speaking. I'm going to say just a little bit about each one of the talks. And, we selected these speakers with you in mind so that you can go home with nuggets that will instantly be applicable to your hypnosis practice, to build your hypnosis practice so that you can take your hypnosis practice to the next level, then the next level, and the next level. So what's really important is that you understand that this is not like any other hypnosis convention. Every single talk is going to be relevant to you. Now, I'm going to start going over our lineup of speakers. Guess what? I got asked to do some talks too. Now, I'm going to be doing I might as well read it so that I get exactly the right language here. New instant and rapid induction for online and in-office sessions. These are the inductions I'm using in my office. They're constantly evolving. They're fast, they're effective, and no touching. And what I decided to do is, after I developed these fast, effective hypnotic inductions for online, to just go ahead and start doing it in session. Because if I have 4, 5, 6 different hypnotic inductions that I'm doing, none of them are going to be really great. So I said, you know what? There's just about 2 inductions I use all the time. The most up-to-date version I'm going to be going over with you at the Five Pathers Symposium. Now here, you ever wonder what Cal really does in his office? What does he really do? Well, I'll tell you what, it's constantly evolving. But I have developed a new system that I call seventh path forward. Seventh path forward. It is not an abandonment of five path. Five path is solid. It's the root. It's the backbone. But there's some cases where, gosh, you just don't have to work that hard. And there's some cases where, heaven forbid, maybe five path isn't appropriate. For example, working with someone who English or is not their first language, and they're not really, or if you're doing hypnosis, maybe you're French and you're doing hypnosis session in French, and you're trying to work with someone and French isn't their first language. And what happens is five path requires a very sophisticated level of dialogue between the hypnotist and the client. They can't be pausing, trying to figure out what you said. So what I've done is, in those cases, I have gone to seventh path forward. And also, one thing that I've said it over and over again, if I had to choose between five path and seven path, and I can only do one or the other, I'd do seven path. So for about the last 5 or 6 months, I've been experimenting with doing seventh path as my primary modality, working with clients and using only the steps of five path as needed. And what's happened is my sessions got a lot easier. My clients aren't as upset, but they're still getting the results. If for some reason, seven path forward isn't getting the results I want, I can always slip into five path. So you still need to master five path, but if for your daily sessions, you may be able to go into what I'm going to call seventh path forward. Okay, enough about me. But that's enough reason to go to the symposium all by itself. But we got many, many, many more good reasons. All right. Ooh, Maureen, the powerhouse behind the scenes. How to fill your appointment calendar. The importance of how to answer the phone, covering objections, etc. And she's going to do some role play right there at the symposium, so that you guys can see how she works. All right. Next, we got Donna Bloom. Rewards of working with teenagers. Now, Donna Bloom, she's just a delight. If you know Donna, you love her. That's all there is to it. And she's got her approach to doing five path. Now, let me say something about that for everybody. Five path has its steps, has its phases, has its phrases. Each phase of five path has a path within it, right? But you can use your personality, your vocabulary to make it your own. And Donna's done just a wonderful job of doing that. So her talk is going to be the rewards of working with teenagers. Then we've got Erica Flint, jump start your practice with client CPR. I wonder what that is. I bet it doesn't involve jumping on their chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. All right. So Erica, she's one that's just really taken off. She's very, very professional and fun and nice and all around wonderful human being. So she's going to do another talk as well. Grow your practice by focusing on weight loss. I remember an early conversation with her, and I knew that was an interest. And when she was first getting started, I said, gosh, why don't you focus on weight loss? What I like about weight loss, and I think she likes about weight loss, is it's very measurable. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Erica comes from a computer science profession, right? And things have got to add up. So having a practice that gets started at least and builds upon doing weight loss is really nice, because you've got numbers and behaviors that you can measure success by. All right. Now, another five path has been with us for a long, long time. She's another one that's turned five path into her own style is Brenda Titus. And both Brenda Titus, Celeste, Erica, they've all been co-hosts on my Hypnosis Center program. And you five pathers, you have instant access to all that. It's in your members area. And I've got over 500, soon to be 600 videos on every topic. And I really invite some of the best five pathers to be on that show, like Erica Flint, like Brenda Titus, like Celeste Hackett, and more. All right. So she's going to be doing a talk on death, dying, grief, and loss. This is something that she really has a heart for, and I think you're just going to get a lot out of it. You can be very, very helpful as a hypnotist in this area. It's not something you need to shy away from when you have these skills. Also from Brenda Titus is establishing healthy boundaries. Well, not a lot of people don't know this, but Brenda has a background of working with people long before she came to hypnosis as a profession. I don't want to misstate this, but I think it had to do with battered women and that kind of thing. That's probably not exactly the right thing to say, but it's that kind of background. And when you're dealing with those kind of emotional issues, you learn how to set boundaries. And she's brought that professional experience into the world of hypnosis as a five-pather. All right, now, who doesn't know Celeste Hackett? Now, a lot of these faces you haven't seen before, but unless you've seen the podcast, but you know about them because they've been on the Five Path group for years, helping you folks move your hypnosis practice alone, helping you to have confidence, helping you to understand how Five Path works. Celeste, 5 useful, amazing convincers. It's like we say, five pathers, if you haven't got their confidence, you haven't got their game, because hypnosis is a confidence game, right? And so one way to do that is convincers. And Celeste has 5 amazing convincers that she uses in her practice every day. All right. Stuff for the most stubborn forgiveness of others clients. Foo. Oh, you see, Celeste has been doing this for, I'm going to say it's about, I don't know exactly, but like around 15 years. She can correct me at the symposium, but I mean, seeing clients every week. And so she's learned how to make Five Path, especially Foo, work even with the most stubborn clients. She also is going to be doing a talk on accelerated grief process. You know, grief is a natural, predictable process. But with hypnosis, sometimes, well, let me say, there's things that happen in people's lives that cause them to not be able to go through the natural process in an effective and efficient way. And Celeste has got a way to help accelerate that so that they can get through the process, get over that sadness, and get on with their life. All right. Now for some fresh blood, some people that haven't been around quite so long, with bringing fresh ideas and fresh topics to the world of Five Path. And that's Kathy Hardy, excuse me, working on migraines using Five Path and Seven Path. She's got a whole book on that. She's expert at that. And then we also have Kathy Hardy to be talking about when your client mentions suicide, how to handle that. You know, you don't want to just throw up your hands and say, oh, I can't see you. You need to transition into what you're going to do next in a professional way so that that person is better off for having seen you and to talk to you about the topic. And she is well able to help you with that. So I know it right now. You know what you're starting to think? You're starting to think, wait a minute. How are you squeezing all these people into just 2 days? Or did they get like 20 minutes apiece? No. If you didn't know already, we're going to be running 2 rooms, okay, at the same time, so that everybody has enough time to cover their topic with the depth and completion that they want to get out to you, right? And then they go, oh, no, who am I going to miss? How do I choose? Well, Maureen and I just managed to sign a contract with a professional video company that's come in. We saw this problem, we've solved it now. This is for the people who attend, okay? Only registered attendees can get this. Because I don't want to provide some way for people to not come. It's very important that we have some people here. It would be no fun if the symposium was just me and Maureen. We want to make sure you're there, but we also don't want you to miss out. So all the sessions are going to be video recorded. If you are an attendee, what's going to happen is in your members area, in your library, what's going to happen is the recording of all of the talks at the symposium will be there. So if you missed one, boom, you can then watch it as a recording. Also, if you want to rewatch something that you attended, it's going to be there for you too. And it's there for so long as you are a 5-path member. There, I said it. Some people said, are you crazy? Maybe you should just do it for a week. A lot of places, they just put it up there for a week. And I said, no, you know what? I really, really want this to be something that is for the good of the community. So if you can get there, and you won't miss out on a thing. Ooh, and then some more newcomer here, and just had her on a podcast not too long ago. Get Gritty. What I learned in my first 2 years in the hypnosis profession, Kimberly Lorenz, a fresh face, energetic. And I tell you, all 5 pathers come from the heart. All 5 pathers come from the heart. And you're going to get a good dose of that when you go to Kimberly Lorenz's talks. Here we go. Promoting yourself on social media. Kimberly Lorenz. I'll tell you what, people say, Cal, you're such an expert marketer. Not really. I mean, I just put out a lot of videos, and I put out some articles. I teach, and the reputation take handle of it. But you take people like Kimberly and Erica Flint, they're better marketers than I am. So let's learn from some of the best 5-pathers about marketing, and Kimberly can let you in on what she's doing. All right. Ooh, how about this? Promoting yourself on social media. Yeah, Kimberly Lorenz. That's going to be so awesome. Ooh, look at this. More fresh faces. Gosh, I hope I'm not leaving anybody out. And that's Christian Scoresmith, working with depression. Ooh, and I just did a podcast with him also. So you can go into the members area, look at all the podcasts, and get an idea of what these people's personalities are like. They're all fun. They're all smart. They really have a heart. And let me see make sure I got everybody. It's possible that I don't have somebody on the list. If I miss someone, just go to 5path.com, and then in the navigation column on the left, there's a symposium link. Go there, all the information you need about the symposium and what is going on. Let's see. Ooh, and then to wrap it up, Sunday afternoon, we're going to have myself, Erica Flint, Celeste Hackett, and Brenda Titus. That's right, all the OGs, all the OGs, the old hypnotists. OGs actually stands for old gangsters, I think. But, these are the ones with some of the most experience who field questions about anything. And I'm going to encourage everybody who's on the panel to maybe in case there's extra time, to bring a question that they wished people would ask them, because it's their next nugget information they want to pass along. All right. So one of the cool things is being part of the 5-path community. It's priceless. My favorite thing about going to the NGH convention over the last years has been getting with you folks. All right, good. All right, now all the talks are over. Then we just hang out. And that was one of the best parts. And that's what we're going to do every day and every evening at the 5-Path Symposium. Ooh, wait. Beep, 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 beep. News just came in. Last but not least, Ultimate 1 through 5 course pre-symposium. I'll be teaching a 2-day 7-Path Ultimates 1 through 5 class as a pre-symposium workshop. So you got to be there Thursday and Friday. I have not done this course in a long, long time because of the whole COVID thing. Because to teach 7-Path Ultimate Recognitions, there is a laying on of hands, a passing of the energy. Now, this is a teacher's course. This is one of the best deals you could ever have. You're not only going to learn the 7-Path Ultimates 1 through 5, but you're also going to be a teacher. You're going to be a 7-Path teacher of the ultimate 5th degree. That'll be your title. And after you take this class, we will set up another time for the 7-Path teachers of the ultimate 9th degree course. So there it is. I have to confess something. I do a lot of videos. And rarely am I this excited or this nervous about it. It's like, to me, it's like the same old thing. But this is, every time you do something for the first time, there's a little bit of nervousness there. And I have to admit that I have that little bit of nervousness because I really, really want to say the right thing and answer all the questions and get all the information out that you need to say. Yes. Yes, the most important word you'll ever say is yes. So that, yes, I'm coming to the convention. So don't miss out. If you have questions, call our office, or of course, there's information on 5path.com in the symposium page. And once again, it's Saturday and Sunday, October 2nd and 3rd, 2021. Don't miss out. This is the only chance you'll have to be able to say you've been at every single one of the symposiums. So there you are. Let's do great things together. Let's build community. Let's get smarter and smarter and smarter, because I'm going to say something. The world is depending on you. Together, we're lifting the profession. Together, we are helping people when everything else has failed. All right, that's it. Hal Banyan, see you at the symposium.